So, first important thing, okay? First important thing, you have to know what burst and recoil control is, okay? Straightforward. I'm gonna be like really straightforward with it, okay? Fire a gun. The AEK is going up and right. You counter this by going down and left. There you go. You now have a recoil hack. That's it. You're recoil hacking, okay? That's it. You're a recoil cheater now. Problem number 2 that people also don't understand. They'd be like, dude, I'm like shooting people straight in the face like this, and nothing's happening. Okay, yes, red reg is definitely a real thing, 100%, but it's probably your spread. So the longer you fire a gun in this game, imagine an invisible cone slowly growing bigger and your bullets get spread out more. To prevent this, you fire the gun in bursts, in micro bursts. When you burst, one shot at a time, the first bullet on every gun has 60% more recoil than the rest. Okay? So when you're bursting, you want to drag the mouse down a little bit harder for the first shot. Okay? That's it. That's how you aim. Literally. Some guns you burst less than others, right? Because they have different patterns of recoil or different multipliers. That's literally how you aim. There you go. Is that simple enough? That's literally what you do. Next important thing is movement. Okay? There's a couple of movement things that you can do. So, jump. Let go of all your keys, you slide. See how I'm sliding? Okay. If you move any key while you're doing it, it cancels the slide. Okay? The slide's cancelled immediately. This is good to do sometimes to trick people, but if you add a crouch in that, it makes it harder to hit. Okay? This is hard to hit when people do this. Right? That's just basic crouch jumping. Now, Zuzu, okay, is a visual glitch that when there's an object in front of a player, all you have to do is just jump and be out of their field of view while you're doing the jump mid-air. On their screen, your hitbox gets squished into the floor. It only works on certain objects in the game. It doesn't work through see-throughable objects, only solid objects. Okay? That's what a Zuzu is. Straight up, that's what it is. The next thing is called a Vuzu. What that is the game cannot comprehend you swapping weapons while being on a rail at the same time. As you vault a rail, you swap your weapons, sprint, and then let go as you're going across, like this. I didn't do it correctly, at all. That's what it is. So, you sprint, swap weapons, look away from the rail. Sprint, swap weapons, look away from the rail. That's what a Vuzu is. On their screen, all they're doing is just teleporting. It's extremely powerful, and if you, you know, want to get to the middle of the flag quickly to see, you can do this to get to see faster. It literally teleports you. I didn't do it right. It literally teleports you ahead quicker. Okay? It's easy. It takes a bit of practice, but once you get it down, it's simple. And the last most important thing I'd have to say about moving is, snaking. Snaking is pretty much just, while you're mid-air, you do unpredictable strafes. Okay, so like, I'm not very good at it, but pretty much you just jump and you use your mouse to confuse the opponent. So you can do like a bait jump then go back real quick, or you can you just confuse them mid-air, pretty much, by constantly changing the direction with your mouse. And if done correctly, it can be very effective. There's one called the fucking medkit Vuzu, but it's completely pointless. You can do this thing over your own medkit as well, but it's very hard. And it looks like that. It looks really weird. There you go, I just did it then. Okay? Also very powerful, it's like a little mini teleportation jump. Either way. I wouldn't rely on these jumps. The only ones I would rely on are the slides and the snaking. And doing that, you know, like that. Like, I wouldn't rely on this glitchy shit. It's not really consistent, and it's not ideal. It helps you sometimes, but not all the time, honestly. Now, if you want to survive and not die in the game, once you've learnt these two things, okay, the next thing you need to learn is positioning and target prioritization. Okay, so positioning's pretty straightforward. You want to create one-on-one engagements at all times. So, if say that there are two players, say that as an example, say that these two fire barrels here are players, okay? You don't want to be out in the open and be in 2v1 engagements. You want to always create one-on-one engagements. So I'll make sure there's a situation. Say I know that player's there. I'll get rid of this one. And since he'll be expecting me, I'll strafe jump him and kill him next. I'm just creating one-on-one situations. You want to force a scenario where you're always in a one-on-one. Surviving is about doing that, and about exposing your body as little as possible, so... Not just being out open here like a fucking Rambo, okay? Like, you can still play aggressive, but as you're playing aggressive, you're using cover. You're playing smart, you know? You're not just fucking... You're not fucking invincible, you know? You still use the cover and you play intelligently. Pretty much. Okay, now, what target prioritization... I'll give you a demonstration of this, of one of my Tage clips. Alright, so I'll sort of explain what I'm doing here. So I push, and now keep in mind, the minimap is your best friend. You gotta always look at it, okay? It gives you information, it's important. I see a player here, okay? And I can tell by the minimap this is another player behind as well, okay? Yeah, forget lockers now, bro, it's not gonna work. So, I push, and I see he's there, so I immediately go the box, okay? Now, I did this so then I know, so then I can cut off angles, okay? So I can create one-on-one fights. There's the guy that I saw originally. I deal with him first. Well, I try to, and I kill him. That guy there I notice starts pushing. So then I stop, go back again, because I saw... The reason why I ran back like that when I reloaded, I saw another player to my right running. On my right there. That guy. And I thought that he might see me, so I killed him and quickly ran away, cut off his angle from me, okay? I knew he was still there, but then I decided to go for this guy, and I jumped. Because he knew I was already there, he was already lined up, he was prepared, and if you do a sudden jump, you just throw their aim off. You confuse the shit out of them. So that's why I jumped. Okay, next part. The minimap here shows 3 people, okay? One, I either could be upstairs or downstairs, but I take the downstairs route. Again, I didn't expect him to push, so I jump. I jump again to throw him off. Okay? Push downstairs. Now, this is just Claymore. I see a Claymore, and I see 2 players here on the map. So I just vault the Claymore. You can sometimes get away with this, and I kill these players. Okay? Now, I kill the Claymore, so it doesn't kill any teammates. Now, I know that C's being contested, so I'm being careful with C now. I'm like watching it as I'm pushing. The player there, kill him. Okay? Got lucky. I heal. I see gunfire here. Okay, so I'm assuming that that teammate there might be shooting somebody. I check the corner, common place where people stay. And there he is, I found one player. Now here, pretty much what I'm doing here is, again, I push back, because I don't know where everyone is. And I try to cut off any angle from anywhere else, and I just deal with that player first. I back up again, because I also don't know again. That was very lucky. I got pushed by 2 people, and I just happened to out-aim them, okay? Good aim gets you out of bad shit. So, it's good to have good aim. And the rest is just very lucky situations. I used a lot of movement, and I try to survive as long as I can, and that's how you survive in those situations. A good example would be... Now, that was sort of like positioning and timing. I timed... You sort of want to anticipate what the enemy's going to do. You want to read them. So you know that if they own a flag, you say, okay, well, they've probably spawned now. If they're spawned now, they're probably moving in this position. They're probably doing... Black, I don't know if you're being serious or you're just memeing. I can't tell. This is target prioritization, okay? Target prioritization is knowing the right targets to kill. I've been doing good with it, but since it feels higher than usual. Unironically, this is good. So what target prioritization is pretty much just knowing the right player to kill at the right time. It's important, okay? So here I push, and I notice a player here, so I kill him. Okay, now, here's the crucial part, right here. Now, now, watch, this is very important what I'm doing here, okay? When you go on back rages like this, you get faster at this, but at the beginning it starts slow. There's 4 people. This guy, that guy, and that guy. Now, the one that's the least aware out of all 4... No, Trees, the thing is, you start off passively thinking about this, right? And you're not going to play efficiently. You start off thinking about all of this stuff. but eventually it becomes muscle memory and automatic. But at the beginning, you have to focus. You have to actually learn it. You know, like it becomes automatic though after time. So what I do here is I go for him. Okay? Pretend this is like one of those games where, like, have you guys ever played a game where, like, say you're like a sniper and you got to kill the people that are not looking at each other, and so you can take them out all one at a time, so one of them doesn't alert the other? Do you know what I mean by that? You know, there's like a sniper game, and it's like you got to take out the targets that are not looking at each other, so they don't alert each other. I'm pretty much doing the exact same thing here. So I'm going for the guy at the back, because these two and these three are not... If I shoot this guy first, all these three are going to notice their teammate's going to die. So they're going to immediately find out what the hell was that. So I take the guy at the back first, right? Yes, like Hitman. Yes, exactly. Exactly like Hitman. Like Among Us, yeah? Pretty much. So I try to kill him, and as I was shooting at him, I didn't kill him in time. This guy started becoming aware. I stopped attacking him and immediately swapped to him. Killed him really quickly. Killed those two quick. This guy started noticing again. He started noticing. Killed him. And then the final guy there, I got a lucky Rex headshot on him. That's what target prioritization is, literally. You just make sure you kill them in the order where they're all are not aware of you. That's it. That's another example I could give of me doing positioning. Yeah, this is a good clip. Good example. It's a short clip, but it's a clip, nonetheless. It's like 5 kills, but I do the same principle. So I'm pushing in Pearl Market, I see a person here on the map. Now, I also look at this part. Look how many teammates died here. I'm thinking, if so many teammates died here, there's got to be people here. Like, and since they already own these 2 flags, the only other flag they could go to is here. So they're probably going to be going this way, right? That's the path they're probably going, or this way. I know that there's going to be people coming, is what I'm saying. I'm expecting it, okay? So I'm chasing him. I know that there's going to be people there, so I check. There's no one, luckily. And then suddenly, there's a player. I deal with him, move towards the box for cover. Remember, being in a place that's got better cover will give you the advantage. And this other guy peeks. I duck to dodge his shots, and I quickly grab the headshot off. I notice someone coming behind me, so I do a jump to throw off his aim. Right? He's expecting me to be there, then I just suddenly do this weird turn. I jumped left, and then I immediately tricked him by going right straight away. Killed him, saw another teammate coming, did the exact same thing again, and killed the last guy. That's it. And that's how you can clear a small group of people if you just play intelligently and just use your mind. Honestly, having a better mind will win you games more than having better aim. You can have subpar aim and still be amazing. You don't have to have the best aim. Having good aim gets you out of bad situations. Like, there were many clips where I got bad situations, and having that aim that I had saved me.